Have you been supporting this cause very long?
Yes, I have. I've been supporting it for a good while now, actually. I've been to, this is my 4th or 5th time, I don't know, I kind of lose track of coming to the event itself. And Nancy's so lovely, so adorable, so wonderful, such a kind person. I will do anything to help her. And of course, coming here and donating is great.
Do you think we're moving in the right direction to finding a cure?
Yes, I do. Absolutely, and I think by Jack standing out and being courageous enough to say that I've been diagnosed with it, that's even better. Because it's bringing more awareness and people are coming in and saying, oh geez, what can I do? What can I get?
Thank you so much. Have a great evening tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're auctioning off some dresses tonight.
I do have an auction, yes.
Yeah, tell me how you got involved in fashion.
Fashion, wow. 3 years old, I've always known what I wanted to do. I watched my parents' wedding video. I was obsessed with seeing my mom all glamored up and like a glamazon, and my aunts and her friends, and everyone's so beautiful. And I'm like, I'm 3 years old, I never saw that before. And it just brought glamour into my life. And ever since then, I was sketching in my books. And I literally stuck with, I always knew what I wanted to do. I stuck with it my entire life. Got made fun of in school every day. Always, like even in my 5th grade yearbook, it says fashion designer. So I always stuck with what I wanted to do. Make your passion your profession. Sorry, I'm like so long. It's a long story. You could be here all day. I know there's a lot of other people, but I stuck with what I wanted to do, and I stayed in fashion and went all the way with it. Yeah.
So did they contact you, or how did you choose to be a part of this MS project?
Nancy Davis has been a friend of mine for 5 years now, and multiple sclerosis is the disease is very close to my heart, and just seeing what these people go through, and as soon as I knew what MS was and I met Nancy, I wanted to help, and this is my 4th year at the event and at the auction, and I raise annually portions of my sales go to the Nancy Davis Foundation.
Yeah. Hello, Melissa. So, who are you more excited to see, Taio, Cruz, or Elton John?
Elton John. I mean, no offense, but it's Elton John.
Who do you hope? What do you hope he plays? Tiny Dance.
Yeah. Well, you know what
Benny and the Jet.
I hear of Tiny Dancer. Have you seen Friends? When Phoebe sings Tony Danza, she thinks he's singing about Tony Danza. That always comes to my mind when I hear Tiny Dancer now. Side note.
So how did you get involved in an event like this?
I started 4 years ago. I was actually asked to walk in the runway show. They haven't asked me back since then, so I'm guessing I disappointed. But no, and we've met so many people behind the scenes that put this event on. They're wonderful people. It's a great organization, and we just kind of love coming out and supporting it.
How do you think it's going to compare to the past 4 years?
It's Elton John. Yeah. Again, Elton John trumps all, let's be honest.
All right, we'll have fun. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
See you.
Yeah, how you been?
So what brings you out to race MS?
I've been coming every year for, I'd like to say since its inception, but I think it's been this is probably my 17th year.
Wow.
And friends with the Davis family, dear to this event, was coming when we were racing down, snow hills. Now it's here, obviously. I got my first dog as an adult here that I auctioned off 12 years ago. Still alive, still sitting home in her bed. She's almost 13 now. Named Sophie, the best dog in the world, chocolate lab. Spent $10,000 on a dog. And
all for a good cause.
All for a good cause, of course, and the best dog in the world. Best money I ever spent. But I remember calling my mother, who's here tonight for the first time, and I called her from a payphone, going back 12 years, and I told her, Mom, I just spent 10 G's on a dog. She's like, you're kidding. I go, no, I'm really not. So it's just come full circle. Hopefully I won't get another dog tonight. I'm going to get the Aston Martin tonight.
Right? Yeah. You're going to have to outbid me on that. No. So you're performing tonight.
Yes.
Are you excited to be basically sharing a stage with Elton John and Taio Cruz?
It's an honor. It's an absolute honor. It's beyond excitement.
And so how does music industry compare from Australia to America?
I guess, if you make it here in America, you've made it all over the world.
I was going to say, the Beatles used to say that. Does that still ring true?
It absolutely is true. I mean, you can be absolute massive superstar in Australia and no one know you anywhere else. But, to come over here, you realize how massive this country is and how diverse it is. It's very different from city to city, and so if you can conquer all the cities, and you can conquer the world.
And there's been a massive DJ movement. How do you stand out?
You know what? I'm female. I do different music to everyone else. I play everything. I like to mix it up, and you know what? I sing my own music.
I like that. And do you have any ties to MS?
I don't have MS myself, but I have been through a process of like 3 months where I was being tested for MS because had symptoms of it, and that was a very sad time for me because obviously I went through the whole process and I was crying a lot and I was completely depressed because I really thought that I had MS and I thought that was my future, but so I feel very connected to it, so that's why I want to be here in support of it, and because I understand what it may feel like to have something like it.
It's amazing, and good luck tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Have a great night.
Just to be able to support Nancy Davis, she's just been a complete rock, I think, for this cause. I don't think a lot of people know about this disease, and a first cousin of ours got diagnosed when she was in her 20s, and it was really hard for her raising 2 young boys, and she's been an incredible mom, and we just really look up to her and continue to come here to support her and Nancy, so we're happy to be here.
What do you think is the best way to educate yourself about the disease?
I think that honestly going to the website is a great first step. Being able to donate, I think, is something that will help you get involved, and just kind of seeing the people and how it affects these people firsthand, what it's going to research, and for families that might not be able to actually afford some of the treatment. So I would get online and I would really study kind of what the side effects are and how it affects the families directly.
So after 4 years coming here, do you think that we are getting closer to a cure?
I mean, I do. I think that any little bit is making a huge difference.
So, I mean, your brother, your son, how proud are you of Jack?
There are not enough words in the world to describe how proud I am of my brother. I mean, we're here tonight for a reason, and that's to show how proud we are of him and my mom.
Yeah, just tell me how you feel.
Just, Jack is a great beacon of hope for a lot of young people that have this. And they can look at Jack and see how he is doing with his life and that he's still living the life that he wants to live.
Do you think there's a lot of pressure on him as kind of a young role model for people with MS?
Only if he wants to be. There's no pressure on him, it's if he wants it,
Thank you so much.
Okay.